This is Tanya with Scribbles in Time. I wanted to come on, at first my intentions had been to do a video this morning and kind of show you all some of the treasures I found at a local discount store. I had watched another lady do a video about some of the treasures she had found at an Ollie's. I don't know if any of you have heard of Ollie's or if you all have an Ollie's in your area. To me, it's very similar to a Big Lots. And we do have one. It's about maybe 30 minutes from where I live. It's up in a neighboring city. So I have only been there one time, but when I saw this other lady's video, it really motivated me to make that little drive and get over there and fight the traffic and get to the Ollie's and go through their books. And while there, I did go through their books, and I did find several books, not as many as what she found. They just didn't have, they had a lot of books at my Ollie's, but it was not books that I particularly want to use in journals. But I did find a few, but I did walk through and try to come up with other ideas of repurposing items. And I don't think any of this will be anything new to any of you, but as I was fixing to start getting my stuff together to do this video, which I still want to show you some of my treasures, but I'm really going through a struggle right now, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm not alone in my struggle, and that maybe some of you have gone through this before and can kind of talk me through it. I've watched many of your videos where you break down items that I think might be like one-of-a-kind items because they're really old, or they're just a limited edition type of item. And I watch people break them down to use them for journals. And I sit there and cringe and think, oh, how do they do that? How do they destroy that item and then repurpose it for a journal? Even though, I have items that I want to make journals out of, but I'm just struggling with breaking the item down. If it's something that's already falling apart, I totally, get that, and I have no issues repurposing it, because I know that it's going to have a different life in a way that it's otherwise not going to make it much longer. But let me move on. First of all, let me just show you this. This is a pillow that I got at Ollie's. It was $6.99. They had a bunch of them. It's not like it's a limited edition. It's also not something that I personally can use in my home. I don't use really pillows around my house. I do have some little doggies, and my doggies are bad with fabric laying around. So first of all, I'm worried it would get, my dogs don't shed really, but I'm not a fabric person as far as having just pillows around at my house. Anyway, with that being said, my intentions are to actually cut these little, these little objects out. Like there's a beautiful ladybug, and oh, look at that dragonfly. Just some pretty flowers on here. Very colorful butterfly. So my intentions are to cut these out and use them as little embellishments in a journal, in a nature journal. And this may be one of those types of items where many people would look at it and think, why would she cut up a perfectly brand new pillow? But again, they had plenty of them. It's not like it's a limited edition. People can go buy a pillow themselves, but for me, this would be my purpose for this pillow. And the same thing, I found these rugs. Again, I could not use these rugs because for their purpose as a rug, because first of all, we have hardwood floors throughout our house, and this would be slippery. And secondly, my dogs would not do well with this. But I saw these rugs, and they were $6.99, and they had plenty of them. But look at the opportunity to use this fabric. These are just basically little ribbons that pull out, and I'm not good with fabric. I'm new to the whole journaling world. It's been many years since I last crafted, but the rug states that it's polyester, and like 90% polyester, 10% cotton. So I'm guessing this is polyester and cotton. But to me, that almost feels like I don't know, the texture of this almost feels like a suede, like a real thin suede material. And then here's one I pulled out actually at the store to see if they would pull out. And this one feels almost like, it's not stretchy like nylon, but it's very sheer. So there's just all different types of I guess, fabric. This one is more pleated like or crinkled. So there's just all different types of material in this rug that I can just pull all the strips out and use. Even the base of the rug seems to be strips that are, you know, tied together, I guess. So as I disassemble it, I plan on actually cutting these stitches. I may even use some of the pieces just as straight trim and leave the stitching on these little columns. But anyway, that just kind of shows you, you know, some of my ideas of how I can use this. This piece right here, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it actually has some, where's it at? It actually has some browning, almost like coffee stain, which I guess they did on this to make it look kind of rugged and aged. Several of the pieces actually have that. Here's another piece with it. So I just thought, you know, how cool. It's going to already have an aged look to it. See the staining there? And again, brand new rugs. They've never been laid down. So they had this color, and they had kind of a mauvey lavender color. I don't know how well the colors show up on camera. But anyway, this is you know, gosh, that will last me forever as far as the material. So that's some of the items that I found at Ollie's that my intentions are to break down and use. Some of you might be looking at this and cringing and thinking, oh, you're ruining a perfectly good rug. But knowing that they have so many of them at the store, it makes it easy to do that, because it's not, you know, it's not something that's like a treasured item. This was a shower curtain. It's fabric. I'm going to cut this up into, you know, pieces of fabric. I thought the plaid was so pretty. I thought that could be used in a rustic style journal, a country journal, even Christmas. It even has some of the Christmas colors in it to where I could even make it blend in a Christmas journal. So the shower curtain, I don't remember the price. I want to think this big shower curtain, I can't remember. I think it was $6.99 also. I've already thrown the packaging away. But I want to think it was like $6.99 also. It may have been $9.99, but it was not much. And then last is this little bag here. I found this at a thrift store. And same scenario, I would not be able to use this personally as a bag. It's just not something I would personally use. It's very pretty, but it's just not, it's not my style. But it had a little charm of a sand dollar on there that I could take off and use. It has a little coin purse that can be used. And then I can cut these butterflies out. You know, again, this may be something that others are looking at and thinking, why would you do that? But I'm not struggling with this. Let me show you what I am struggling with. And I'm hoping that, I've watched Nick the Booksmith before, and I've watched her, you know, for sure justify the reason that you would break an old book down, and I completely get it. Some books are just falling apart, and I have no issues breaking them down to use for journals. It gives them another life in a way that they otherwise would not have. And I've even heard some people say, well, why would you just want to stick them on a shelf and never be seen hardly when you can break them down and use them for a journal? And I hear that, but when it comes time to do it, I'm just really struggling. I just got these books, and I ordered them with the intentions of using them, the covers, for journals. But guys, I'm struggling, and I need some help here. These are just, it's not just these, it's a whole stack. Some of them not so much, but some of them I'm not going to be able to break them down. They're just, I don't know, I need help. I think this one I won't have too much of an issue with, so maybe this was not a good, see, it's already coming apart, so I get it. I get it with that one. This one is from the 1800s, and these notes on here say 1889. I can't remember what the copyright says, and I'm not wanting to hold you all up on a video, but I just really need help, and I'm hoping some of you all will comment below and tell me if you've gone through this and how you justify it, or if you justify it, or if you set these types of books aside. This one I think I will be able to use because I have a son and a daughter, and I really want to use this and do a personal journal with some memories from their childhood. So I think I'll be able to do this one with no issues. I think I'm struggling. but it's already fallen apart. So I think in my mind I'll be able to do that. These, I don't know the copyright. I can't find a copyright in these. I don't believe that's a copyright. That says 1622 right there. I don't believe that's a copyright, and I haven't gotten online and tried to research. They are falling apart. So I feel like a lot of you will be able to talk me through this and help me justify it, but I need help. You know, some of these books, they're just old, and like this one isn't really falling apart. So I don't know, help. This one actually has a metal cover. I can't find the copyright in here. But it's old. I can tell it's old. You can just, it's got metal back and front. It says Beautiful Thoughts on Life Eternal by Elizabeth. I guess I can research that and find out how old that is. But anyway, we travel, me and my husband travel a lot. And, you know, I have literally a whole stack of books from Germany, and they're so old. They're so beautiful. These are not in any way falling apart. They've been very well preserved, and yeah, I want to do a German book and put our memories from our trip to Germany in a book that's actually from Germany. You can see the copyright's 1881 on this one, and it is in just excellent condition. So, I haven't been able to do that. You know, what do you do? We went to Madrid last week, or 2 weeks ago. We went to Spain, and y'all, I found a bookstore there that had, well, I found two bookstores, but one of the bookstores was more pricey than the other, but I did get a few books from it. I got these, and my intentions when I bought these, I had been watching Nick the Booksmith's videos on the lap books, where she used encyclopedia lap book. I think there's like so far 11 parts to it, and she uses encyclopedias to make a lap book. And we were in Madrid, and I found these, and I thought, oh boy, I'm gonna get these and use these for a lap book, and I think I'll be able to do that. I don't know, you know, as much as I would love mine to look like hers. She's talented. But I think I can do that with no issues. But here's the one that I really wanted when I bought it, which that bookstore literally had, if you bought 5 or more books, they were basically 5 for €10. And any additional you bought above 5 were just €2 a piece, which is, I think I spent €15 there, no, €12 there, which is probably the equivalent of about $15. And I actually got 6 books. I don't know where the other one's at, but here's 5 of them. And anyway, but when I bought these, my intentions had been to make journals out of all of them, but this one was going to be the one I made my personal journal out of for our memories from that trip. And I'm struggling. I'm just having a hard time breaking this book down to make my journal. It's copyright 1924. I might be able to make myself do that one. I don't know. Do any of y'all struggle with this, or any of you all struggling with breaking down old books that are not falling apart, just that have survived 100 years and they've survived just fine and they're beautiful, and now I'm going to destroy it to make it, well, I guess destroy it is not the right word. Making a journal is not destroying the book. I know that. I love journals. I would, I guess, be breaking it apart to give it another life. I don't know. Having a hard time justifying it, guys. If y'all have any, if anybody can just relate to me and tell me I'm not alone, yeah, I would appreciate it. Any comments below. And maybe I am alone. Maybe none of y'all get the struggle, but yeah, I could use some help here, and I don't even know if anyone will see the video. But if you do see it and you're having this struggle, please let me know. I just, I guess, want to know if I'm being weird or silly, or if you all are having the same struggles. Anyway, thank you for your time. And by the way, I did order a mount so that I won't be having to do my videoing in this kind of a weird contraption here. Hopefully I will have more room and be able to have a camera that's better angled with less shadows. But anyway, hopefully that'll come. I ordered it through Amazon. It says delivery tomorrow, so we shall see. But anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for any suggestions or comments, and have a great day. Be blessed.